I'm really well, thank you.
What's up, everybody? Sean here with another live Live to Roll. We have an awesome show for you again this week. This is actually one of my favorite. I love this week when we do the Easterseals Film Challenge, the Disability Film Challenge. It's such a cool film challenge. If you guys don't know about it, we're going to get into it, talk about it. And one of our friends and one of the film entry participants, Luis here, is going to talk to us about his stuff. So let's get into some quick introductions and then we can talk about the film challenge and their film. So I'm Sean. I'm a C5, C6 quadriplegic from a snowboarding accident 22 years ago now. Bobby, you want to introduce yourself and then we'll let our fine guests.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Rohan. I'm from Southern California, C5, C6 as well, from a bicycle accident 30 plus years ago. Enough about us two bozos. Let's turn it over to the guest and our guns. We got security in the house and to talk about his fame and on his disability challenge with the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. Real exciting stuff, and got to watch it a couple days ago. I've been watching many of them. So, Luis, take it away.
I go in Louis and I had CP cerebral palsy, and
And I'm Stephen Bridgewater. I'm just a good friend who works with this man on a lot of projects. I got to direct and edit this year's entry into the Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So you guys were the dynamic duo behind the video. And
Yeah.
that's so cool. And I'm pretty sure, I know Leah was saying, I think the first time I met Luis, you were there at the expo too. I know Leah said the first time when she met Luis, you were there at the expo
Yeah,
too. So I know we've
I,
met in person.
I met you before.
Yeah,
It's
at
been
the
a couple.
no, I remember. Yeah, so that's cool. You guys have been friends a while. And have you guys been doing the film challenge together for a while?
yeah, we'll be doing it in about 2024,
22.
2022.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is our fourth one in 5 years. We didn't get to do last year's,
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
all.
we've yeah,
we're done four already. We did pretty good so far.
yeah,
We
we're
did
getting
pretty
better every
good.
year,
We're
right?
getting better every year. Yeah, we get every better every year.
We
Honestly,
got other projects. We got other projects coming up. Come
yeah,
on.
I know you
Yeah.
guys. I'm honestly excited to see what you guys do have because I know when we had Luis on the show to kind of talk about him and his story and stuff, that's one of the things that you want to start doing now is like digital media stuff, like film stuff, doing like more of the not just like you know content, like not the comedy and stuff like that. You want to do more of an all around just a film, uh, just film and media was your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I kind of like I hungry a lot. Yeah, I really want to focus with Bridgewater, the movie part of my experience, and that's what I want to keep doing. And just keep exploring, like get media out there, so I can inspire more people.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well,
So,
or go ahead,
you
Bobby.
two, go ahead, Johnny. You got the next quick
Well,
go
I
for it.
was just gonna say, just before we really get more into like you guys and stuff and everything, do you guys want to give a little bit of a background for people that maybe are watching that don't know about the
Yeah,
Easter Seals Film Challenge?
yeah.
Just give a little bit of some background of what it is and yeah, just how you guys maybe originally got involved.
Want me
Yeah,
to go?
yeah, go for it. Yeah,
So this is its 13th year. It's run by this amazing person, Nick Novicki. We ran into him at an Abilities Expo back in 2022.
Yeah.
We were walking past the Easter Seals booth, and he was there, and he had a cape on, like a Superman cape. And we went up and started talking to him, and he pointed out the flyers they had for this festival and went in to explain to us that he started this, God, what was it, 13 years ago? I don't even know
yeah,
what year that is, but he
yeah,
started it to help
yeah.
bring awareness and inclusion of people with disabilities into the film industry. And he really wanted to just provide the opportunity for people with disabilities and without to work together to create unique stories that would sort of tell the stories of people with disabilities and all the different forms there are, because I don't think people understand how big that encompasses, how many people that encompasses when you talk about disabilities. So yeah, we met him there, and the first genre, they do a different genre every year that you have to abide by. Basically, the contest is a 5-day challenge. You get the genre ahead of time, but they give you more details on the first day. They'll give you props that need to be used, locations. You have to use at least one location. And then they'll sort of get into fine tuning the genre to help you understand what it is they're kind of looking for. And then you've got 5 days to basically get your script together. Hopefully you've already gotten a crew together, and then you film and edit and get it in by that Sunday at 6 p.m. It's pretty grueling, but it's
a lot of
fun.
work.
Yeah, I bet for 5 days. It's like waiting, and go, and then put it all together. What was the theme this year? What was the overall theme this year?
It was dramedy.
Dramedy.
Yeah. Which is very open and encompassing. He's basically like a drama with some comedy, or a comedy with a little drama. It was pretty wide open. In the past, our first year we had to do was superheroes.
Yeah.
Second year was romance. 2 years ago was buddy comedy.
Yeah, the buddy comedy.
Yeah, we had a good time with that one. That
that
was a good film. And then this year, we missed last year, was thriller, which is a bummer.
Right.
And then dramedy this year.
Yeah, dramedy. Which I like.
Yeah.
Okay, I know a little bit of drama, I know the comedy. Put it together, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I saw that word up there. I just thought it was like part of it, but they were deep this year. A lot of the ones I was watching. I mean, a lot of like impactful and like in your face kind of matter that just that really taken me back of all the ones that I did watch, and including yours, with seeing within the future of what this mother is about to have.
Yeah, that's what honestly, you guys is that it definitely was like a little bit of that like drama, but you had like a lot of the good comedy, and I loved you guys' story and stuff for yours. And for anybody that wants to check out their video, the link is in the description down below. You can pause this if you want, watch it, wait till the end if you want to watch it. But do check it out, give it a like. We do want to help promote the video. But what for this one, with that 5-day period, I'm curious, do you guys had already talked about it, discussed it? Did you already have like the actress that you guys used, like on board, or did you? I'm just really curious at how you got your process of like that 5-day process. How much you guys had prepped beforehand, and then kind of once you got the thing, what it was like from that go point.
Well, we have a crew that we used 2 years ago that luckily were available again. So we had a good cinematographer, a DP, and a good sound guy. There's a third person that's kind of our core group that couldn't be here today, John Klopfer. He's one of our producers and really helps out with cleaning up the writing. But basically, we get our crew together about a week before, make sure if there's any equipment we need. We talk about story ideas. We try to come up with 2 or 3 different story ideas so that we're not just sort of stuck on that first day when they send out the email. We sort of hash out 1 or 2 of the ideas, try and get an outline, maybe a basic script. But Luis came up with this idea. We were actually fighting against it. We were like, I don't know if abortion to do. And we were really leaning to something that was more like a Rear Window Hitchcock style thing. And Luis like sent us this idea with like a basic script outline, and John and I were like, all right, let's do it.
I had this idea for many years, and I feel like you're just trying to get out. You're just trying to get out, Like I gotta get out of I gotta get out somewhere, and then got the perfect opportunity to get this story out.
Mm.
So I know it was real touchy at first,
Yeah.
to convince them to do it. They're like, I tried to convince them, like, it would do it just right. It's a great, amazing story. It was just right, you know.
He really had an idea of what it would be like to have someone talk with someone in the past about the possibility of things that did happen or would happen. But I think your original idea was you talking to yourself.
Yeah, well, the main idea. Well, oh, it was like way back, yeah,
Yeah, that was way back.
way back,
And then
yeah,
for this one, you wanted to talk to your mom.
yeah. The whole, the morals. I know the hard decision being like a moral. Hey, yeah, I thought a lot about her situation, and she's like really concerned. As a mother, as a parent, she's always say she's always worried on me and my future. So I try to dive in how would be like. And I talked to her, and I talked to her that then, and like, what would I say to her to comfort her that everything's gonna be okay? And I always had the same dream, like dream in the morning. Whatever I would do if I were back in time, I talked to my parents. So that was the idea first came from, and I love time travel. So I love time travel. So I love the future. It just kind of makes sense for me to write this story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome, man. I honestly like. I'm not just trying to say hype it up because like I like you and we've had you on. Like, like I genuinely, really, really enjoyed the story of your guys and like everything about your guys' video. It was honestly like it's so far been my favorite.
Thank
Yeah, just it's really good. Just the story. I honestly truly did enjoy it. Yeah, it's a super cool idea. That's all. I could see how you would have had that idea and like you kind of had that in mind. And dramedy does feel like probably a really good way for you to like put that out there because you did have a little bit of a comedic element, a few things that you're
you.
funny and you got the stuff in there. Make sure you had the comedy in there, but it was just such a cool story and a cool idea. So I loved it, honestly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm so happy the way it came out. Like, and Bridgewater, Steve, he did a great job directing and editing, and the 5 day tour, like, it wasn't easy for him to do.
That's
You know,
bad you, Luis. It says you.
yeah.
That's great. So 2002, when you guys teamed up, I mean, and you saw this at the expo and thought it's something you can do. Did you have much experience, either one of you, in this kind of little format of doing projects like this?
I had done some shorts before. I back in like 2004, I was doing some independent filmmaking with some friends. Learned how to edit back then on Final Cut, and then I had been working on some independent projects with like some musicians and other stuff around just before and after COVID. And when we ran into this, we had already been talking about we need to do a project together. And this kind of just it's one of those universes like here. You want to work together? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's Nick. Get to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, in 2022 when that came up, and then it was a superhero theme, which was even better.
And I love it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally fit your style. So yeah, we came up with a pretty good idea for that one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, that was. We basically used an idea for that one of obstacles that get in the way of people in wheelchairs on sidewalks. It's one of the biggest things. So we gave him telekinetic powers, and he was able to move scooters out of the way, stop a friend from getting hit by a car when he was distracted talking to Luis.
Yeah.
And then he stopped a carjacking. So it was.
I thought you would turn into the Incredible Hulk, Luis.
I was more like the Professor Charles for the X-Men.
Professor X.
Yeah, Professor X for the X-Men. Yeah. I already had a wheelchair and whatnot, right?
Well, with AI now, we'll be able to turn him into the Incredible Hulk soon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
What's out
right.
there? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, don't make me angry, right?
Is there in that film? Is there that AI component that they tell you maybe not to use, or it's you can maybe? I don't.
Didn't see any restrictions on that, but we have not dived into that. I would like to ask Nick about that for next year. Although, I mean, you better be really proficient if you're going to do it in a 3 to 4 day editing period.
Yeah.
So that it's somewhat decent, because you're not supposed to use any material that wasn't filmed in that period, any artistic material. If any of the animated ones you see, all that's supposed to be done in that 5 day period.
Wow. So much
Yeah.
work. Wow.
Yeah. It's amazing what a lot of people do in that time period.
You better be paying a lot of AI money to go out there and get that done.
But yeah, that is cool. That's like that really does level it out for everybody. You know, nobody can really, put all this work into something beforehand and have all this stuff. Like that's why I do love the idea of you get the topic, the genre, whatever it is, and then just kind of go. I think it's just that's cool. It makes it a little bit of like that speed challenge, um, but honestly, how well put together yours and a lot of these films are, it's really incredible to me that you guys do it in the 5 day period. It honestly blows my mind a little bit.
A shout out to Nick and the whole Disability Film Challenge. They provide a lot of opportunities before and after the challenge for filmmakers. Before this one, they had you took the online directing. They sometimes are associated with Sony Studios, and they'll have a space down there. So they had one for people to basically go over how to direct a film, things you need to know, making a shot list, getting production together. And they provide these. There was a bunch of seminars on producing, directing, and I think editing before this contest. And then afterwards, there's usually if your film is in this, you basically have access to do all the seminars after if you sign up for them. So they do a really good job to try and connect people with industry people.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot the 2 days workshop I did.
Well, he was supposed to direct this film this year.
Yeah. I mean, technically, but
we couldn't find an actor.
Right.
We were looking for an actor that basically needed either a wheelchair, a cane, or crutches to get around. And we couldn't find an actor, so we're like, guess who's going to be in it?
Little league. I guess. I mean, you can't find nobody else.
Well, Sean and I might be available next year. You never know. I mean, contact our agents, and you might be able to get us if you let us know the dates early enough, and the project is right for us. Sean and I might be available.
If the genre is right, you're in.
Yeah, the game is
right. Well, that's it. We'll have to. We're a little bit farther out, so I'm going to need to plan before that 5 day period if we are.
He's far away now. Yeah, you far away now, are you?
Yeah, we're a bit away, but that's all right. We just plan, do it.
Please just send a private jet. We're fine.
Right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
not a problem. We can find the money for that somehow.
Yeah, there you go. We can have that. We make it happen.
So, go ahead, John.
I was going to answer real quick. Angry Quad asked, where can we see these? They're all on the Easterseals Film Challenge YouTube channel, which the link is down in the description right below. And I have a direct link to Luis's film. It's called 20XY, and it's that is also down right below in the description. So you can check that out if you want. Anybody wants to watch them now or after. But I would honestly suggest check out Luis's for sure, and then go to the Film Challenge page and just click on that playlist for 2026 and just let them run. They're like 5 minutes a piece. They're short films. You can just you can watch so many in like a 2-hour movie period of time.
Yeah, please do. We really want to help promote like all the films.
Yeah, definitely, and check them all out. There, I mean, one after another. It's just clickbait, and because what I noticed and what I kind of remember from having you on before, they have to be under a certain time, and I noticed the only one I saw a few just 6 minutes right there. Was 6 minutes the time cap?
it's 5 minutes for the movie, and you get 60 seconds for credits. So 6 minutes is the
Okay.
absolute maximum
Totally.
credits. The
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
5.
Okay, so 5. And I want a little behind the scenes here. You only had a few days to create this. Like what was the most chaotic point of filming this? Because I mean, it didn't look like too complicated of a set, but you got to get out there, and you were in the park. And was there any chaotic moments you guys had?
Didn't know it.
Oh yeah, there was a park. We were talking about possible outdoor locations because usually you need at least one outdoor location, and then we have Luis's apartment, which is always good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they decided they were tree trimming that day, about halfway down the park. So our sound guy was kicking us.
Yeah.
Like, this is not great. So we talked to them. They, I think, did intervals on the wood chipper.
Yeah.
They would turn it off for periods, so we were able to get some good footage.
It was great. It was really sad.
Yeah,
It was still fun.
it was also right behind the train hub near Bergamot Station in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
So there were train screeches every once in a while, occasional airplanes because Santa Monica Airport was just south of us.
Right.
Motorcycles going by.
Then you had the van going the van going backwards.
Oh yeah, the van's backing up.
Yeah.
So the park definitely sound wise was probably the toughest.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, other than that, it went great.
Yeah, we were lucky. We got to use a bathroom at a gas station that's kind of right next to the bar I work at, and I talked to the owner, and he was like, "Yeah, as long as you're not showing any like product names or which gas station this is or anything like that." So yeah, we were able to luckily shoot in there, and that worked out.
I saw the graffiti on the on the mirror there that she was looking. I'm like, ooh, that looks like a pretty hardcore bathroom there.
It's good set dressing.
It really is. Yeah, there you go.
And if you had like one more day of filming, would you have changed anything? So like, let's say it wasn't 5, it's 6, but would you have changed anything?
Only by that Sunday when we realized there was sort of an writing problem. Originally, the way it was written was that Luis's character was supposed to go back in time and be at the bench that she's on. Right. And then after their conversation, when she gets up, he disappears. She was supposed to get up. He's supposed to disappear. And she has a comment. And then it's supposed to flash back to him in the future on the same bench, reading a letter from his mom. And we had to change some things around. And it ended up, the original ending, I had it edited where he's disappearing. It's a great shot we had of him rolling away and then a little effect and he just disappears. And everyone's like, who's time traveling? We're confused. We're not sure who's traveling. So luckily one of our producers, Josh Tate, he gave a great editing suggestion of just having the mom flash back into the bathroom so that it's her just traveling. And he was just meeting her at this bench in his own time period. And she was the one traveling, like a Twilight Zone episode is what you said, right?
Twilight. Yeah, I love Twilight. I love, I grew up with the Twilight Zone. And a couple of episodes I like. It's all mysterious and like, it's so good. So I tried to put like a Twilight Zone dive into this to, make it more mysterious and more,
a little mysterious.
Yeah.
So luckily with that new edit, it kind of made the story make sense, thankfully.
Right.
So, I mean, we probably, if we had another day or two, probably would have shot a couple of just reaction things in the bathroom and on the bench a little differently so that the actress could have maybe had that emotional reaction of something's happening or now I'm back here. Or even the photo in her hand in the gas station when she comes back. Like little things that maybe would have tied it all together. But honestly, it kind of worked out still.
Yeah, it worked out. Maybe in the director's cut. In the director's cut.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Coming soon.
No, that was actually really cool. Because like I did follow. I'm like, that's what I understood was she traveled to your future is what I thought. Like, but so like, but it was cool. I thought it was fluid. It was good, and Yeah, I loved it. So yeah, if you guys, I know that's like all those little things afterwards that like you wish you could have done the little minor tweaks and stuff. But overall, I think it came out super good. And
The great thing is, after the contest, beginning of May, I think May 7th or 8th, we're allowed to submit it to other festivals. So
Yeah.
I've actually already been in the editing room, re-editing it, doing more color correction, some sound correction. I added a couple lines in on the bench because we had to make it under a certain time, but for other festivals, it can be over 5 minutes. So I've already been tweaking it, and we'll have another. I mean, it'll be basically the same story, just a tiny bit different and a little bit tighter looking.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll submit it to a few festivals and see what happens.
Well, cool. Yeah, if you guys post that anywhere or anything like that, we can share it and help promote and highlight and stuff. Let us know too once you guys do that.
Thank
Love to see it and love to share it. So that's so cool. I was gonna ask for the filming stuff. Then, did you guys with your like the 5 day window and stuff? Did you guys just shoot everything in one day then, and then was everything else like the post edit, or how did you guys do?
Hey, well, we did 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, we
2
did
days.
2 days.
Okay.
We did Wednesday and Thursday. And
Yeah, it's Wednesday and Thursday. So the notice came out on a Tuesday at
Yeah.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
We meet at the bar I work at with our production crew and just kind of go over everything, set like a timeline of what we're looking to get done.
Yeah.
And that night, I basically went home and set up a shot list to send to everyone.
Nice.
And then even the jogger, we didn't have that person confirmed until that Tuesday. I basically put a call out to a couple female actresses I know, and she responded, and she was great. She brought so much to the film too. The bouncy shoes in that.
Yeah.
She was like, the script, it was a future thing, so I brought these. Can we use these? I'm like, you are
Yeah.
amazing. Yes, we can.
Yeah, go for it.
I
So,
honestly thought that did add a little bit to like making it look like. That's why I was like, I assumed she went to the future because it was like it seemed like she was maybe from a time where people weren't taking selfies and having big old headphones and like the bouncing shoes and stuff. So like that came across to me in the film. It was like, oh, she went forward because these are things she's not familiar with. Like,
yeah.
she looks
I mean,
like-
honestly, if I just had a scooter, it would have really capped it.
yeah.
Oh,
Something goes
yeah.
That was in the original script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did take note of those because I see them now. On the beach, there's a class that happens all the time. My wife took it once. She goes, "Yeah, that's not for me," but it is a pretty like energizing class to watch a bunch of people jump around on those shoes. I can imagine it's a workout. I was like, "Oh wow, that's cool." I know those.
It's rough. Yeah. So the 2 days, what did we do? The first day, we shot the bathroom and the outside of a medical building that we just did guerrilla style. We just pulled into a parking space, got out, told the actress what to do. Camera guy set up and just had her walk down the stairs out of that building twice, and we were out of there. And then we came down to Luis's apartment and shot that.
You did the kitchen scene.
Yeah, the whole kitchen scene.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how that was going to come together. I just had them shoot a bunch of different things. And then, luckily it edited together well.
Yeah, I like that day because I didn't have to do no lines.
You didn't have to know any lines?
Yeah, that day on a Wednesday. On that Wednesday.
So Luis, like, because he wasn't originally doing this, we had more lines than we normally would write for him, or he would write for himself.
Yeah.
I was over on that Wednesday night because Thursday we were shooting in the park for his scene, and we worked an hour and a half on the lines.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was getting it down. I
getting
think the
there.
big thing that helped, even though not getting all the lines down, was that you understood what you were saying.
Right.
Like, it gave it more meaning, and he really understood why he was saying the things he was saying, and to make sure he was listening to the other actor.
And the why, yeah. I tried to. Yeah, it did help.
But you're pretty relieved on set. What did I say to you when I got there? I quizzed you on one of your lines, and then what did I say?
What you told him to keep on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that thank God.
I made up some cue cards for him.
Yeah. Look, not hard, like, thank God. And like, it's a line.
Luckily, he was wearing sunglasses in the scene. That was, wasn't even part of the plan.
Right.
Can't even tell.
It worked out, right?
You fooled me too.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't have known you were reading them off the cue cards.
But again, he worked really hard on the lines the night before,
I
and he knew what he was saying. I mean, he was only referencing them just to remind. I mean, he really did a phenomenal job with the amount of
thank you.
lines.
Oh man, thank you.
Yeah,
When I wrote this, when I wrote the original script, I wasn't have, I didn't have me in mind at all. You know, like I thought they like behind the scenes, get to another actor. Hey, go for it. I write it, you act, it's all good to go. So when we're gonna find the right actor, then it came to me like, oh shoot, how am I gonna do this?
You know, I mean, really, if you think about it, though, with the one that you shot, though, in some ways, if you never even had words for you or any lines, Louise, I think you could have done a just as well impacted job by, you know, kind of, you know, scrolling around. Here she is on the bench and going maybe in circles and then pass and then maybe a word saying hi or something to where she understands, like, or somewhere it just hits her, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, I mean, I can see that as part of an impact on the film. Um, but that's just me watching it only, you know, twice and thinking like, what could you have changed? Maybe, I don't know, something like that. If, you know, you didn't want to put any lines there. I don't know. What do you think?
yeah.
Right. And another quick thing I want to say, and another idea, and that came from the, another thing that came from this idea. So when I go out in the community, I think parents look at me, and I learned one story. So I'm eating lunch, right? I'm eating lunch, and this guy comes up to me, and he's started disabled. He's started disabled, and he's a wheelchair. And he came up to me, hey, excuse me, how you doing? You know, my name is this. Oh, can I ask how you doing? And I'm like, okay. And like, oh, my son is disabled. And he told me he told me the fact that I'm going out and doing things on my own, it kind of like what the word I'm trying to say.
Inspired.
Inspire him. He he really worried about his son. He's really worried about his son.
Really worried about his son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always thinking about his he's always thinking about his future and what I think every parent does. You know, like
Yeah.
he was like how can I say this? He's worried about his son and you're like he's going like he's he's like I inspire him because he knows his son could be okay. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of like what you were trying to say in your film. Like, he's worried about the future of his son. Is that what you're trying to get across?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what I'm trying to do.
Was that
Yeah.
was that the inspiration for that thought, or had you already had thoughts like that before he
Well,
got?
I had thought of that before, but when he came up to me, this is years ago.
Okay.
Out on Third Street, you know, just doing my thing, and he came up to me like all like a father would, and I look at his son, he like, and he had his wheelchair carried around me on my wheelchair at that age. Because the kid was like maybe 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I know that wheelchair.
You had that wheelchair?
Well, it was something like it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he got that project, and he like, oh, thank you for being out here. And now I feel better about his son, and I told him like, hey, every situation is different. Don't get discouraged. Your son can have a normal life like anybody else. You know,
Yeah.
luckily for me, I had a great mom, I had great parents. They taught me, you know, to be independent and what I'm doing today.
He does have amazing parents.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
great. That's great to hear.
No, that's really cool. Yeah, that's incredible to have that. And I know you mentioned that last time when you were on talking about your parents and how much they've helped you in your life and helped stuff. Have you ever, just out of curiosity, have you ever asked your parents like if they had thoughts like that when they were when you were first like they found out you were going to have CP, and like if they had any concerns or thoughts?
Well, okay. So my mom, she had another experience. With so my house uncle, he had st- uh, spinal bifida,
Spinal what?
bifida,
Fifula?
spinal,
Spina bifida.
spinal,
What was that?
Spina
Bifida.
bifida.
Yeah, spinal bifida.
yeah, spinal bifida. So growing up, my mom would be his caregiver.
Oh, your half uncle's caregiver.
Well, she would take care of him.
He
she,
would.
she would take care of him, like
Yeah, she would take care of him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he had trouble walking, and he was in a wheelchair, but he had a walker, and he could get a hard time walking.
This is before you were born.
Way before I was born. So she had another experience.
Little
So I,
experience.
so I feel like that helped her, that experience, to get her ready for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you've gone through something like that, and then all of a sudden you're in that same situation now, and it's definitely can help. I think when my wife and I met, same kind of thing, Louise, where my wife had a child with a disability, and here I am with a disability. It wasn't there's not as much. There's the same amount of questions, but she's easier to see the inner part of me than somebody else. Let's put it that
Right.
way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she saw that within you because of her experience before.
Yeah, for sure. And over the years, when after I was born, whenever I saw when I had like issues of the disabled, I would reach out to him because he was older than me, and he had more experience. And sometimes I reach out to him, and he would give me a good pep talk here and there on being disabled.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
really
did
good.
have a couple of questions, like going back to the film with you were not too long ago talking about you filmed here, you filmed there, and then you film in the park and gas station, and then in the apartment. Was you give back, and it's all on this digital little thing, and put it all together. Were you nervous, like you don't have enough on film, or like, oh wait, that one's not
There's
good, that's not good, great, we don't have anything for that. I mean, what's that process like of filming and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know if we have enough.
You always worry a little bit. You worry, is it going to sync up the sound in the video? You worry, how is it going to look? Luckily, I mean, this year was this is my first time directing. So I got to actually help set up the camera. So I kind of knew what we already had, which was good. So it was just a matter of, did it come out okay? But there's always kind of a little concern. Is it going to edit together well? What will work? Who should I be on? Like, it comes down to what looks good for you and what feels right. I feel like I'm constantly learning on editing every time I sit down to do anything on it. I still consider myself sort of semi-professional amateur editor.
He does really good.
But yeah, no, there's full concern. You try not to worry though, because there's not much you can do. There's only so many days, so you're like, okay, we got to work with what we got.
Short answer, yes, but I think we had enough. Long answer, we were okay, but yeah, short answer, yes. We were fine.
Worst comes to worst, I think we could have gotten some people back together. Although you went down to the Abilities Expo, so you were out of town. Yeah, they had it at the same time as the Abilities Expo.
I know what they did that. They do. Yeah.
Goofing around. I saw you from afar at the expo, Luis.
Oh, it's me?
I never got to catch up with you, but I did see you from afar.
No,
Yeah,
I,
it is.
He moves fast.
I did really fast. I did go through that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say real quick. At the expo, the actress from Wicked, she's also disabled.
Uh huh.
The actors from
Uh,
The actress.
Yeah.
from
So
Wicked, yeah.
she talked about her own life, and she mentioned that she also did the Easterseals challenge many years ago. She started with the Easterseals challenge.
She's the one in Wicked in the wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she started with the Easterseals challenge also.
Do you remember what year she did? Did she
No,
say?
I didn't say. She said it years ago.
Yeah.
But she started with the Easterseals challenge. Because they asked her how they get to film, and she mentioned Easterseals a lot. So, oh, okay. So she can do it. We have chance.
There's a lot of disabled actors on film and TV right now that are coming out of either this or they're making connections from this, and it's sort of like that introduction that gets them noticed, that helps them get in the door, whether it's writing or acting or directing. Nick's done a phenomenal job of
Yeah, he
of
does.
helping
He
out
did, yeah.
and just getting more people included into the film industry.
Yeah, that's one thing I did notice. I mean, living here close to the the acting scene, I guess you can call it, and we know somebody who's been in the films a couple times, but I must have saw like I maybe watched 15 of these so far, uh, of the short films this year, and right away I caught like about already 5 people I know, and I was like,
Nice.
oh my god, there's my friend Shannon, and she's in Special Olympics, and I volunteer for special, so that and I saw her last year, and then another guy I've seen on TV. I'm like, I know that guy. He's in that. There's a comedy show he's on, and oh my gosh, that they look so familiar because I'm sure I've seen them on the Instagram at one point, but it's great to see that. They take part of this. It's uh, still making the films challenging themselves to still get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's such a cool opportunity for everybody. And like you said, Nick's like really created an environment for people to be able to like, grow from it and gain and like be able to get, meet people and get into the industry and get noticed and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. That's why I love this festival. And for you guys in the like 4 or 5 years now that you guys, since you first started, have you been able to see the growth from each year to year, like how many entries and just like the growth of the challenge?
Yes, in all the movies, yeah, absolutely. I still need to go through more of the films. I think I've only seen maybe about 12 of them. There's I think 145 this year or something around that many this year.
It's a lot.
Yeah, they get more every year. I think the first year we did it, it was still under 100. It was maybe around 70 or 80 back in 2022. So they've just been getting more and more submissions every year as well. But yeah, there's some years with the quality where you're like, oh my god, how did they have time to do that in editing? Like some really good ones, especially
Legacies.
the superheroes one. There was a couple of really good ones. Mac and Cheese was really good.
Legacy was really good. Yeah.
And then there was one buddy comedy year. There was a sign language one where it was about a relationship between two deaf people.
Yeah.
That was shot beautifully.
Oh man, that was great. Oh man,
cinematography was beautiful. The lighting, the story.
That
I
was,
mean,
that's a good one.
I mean, you watch these, you're like, it's just amazing what people can do.
No,
You know?
No, it is. It's incredible. There's so much talent out there, within the disability community, and it's great for everybody to be able to get that recognition and be able to get noticed because definitely deserve it. Yeah. So that's
Thank Yeah, I did it. This whole film festival, film challenge, it's so good for people with disability. 'Cause I know a lot of people with disability, they want to go into show business, the acting, and writers, producers, so they don't know how to start. And it just did a great job doing this film challenge. 'Cause I think with Easterseals, everything I was a kid, like in Boston. So I'm familiar with the company.
With the Easterseals company.
Yeah, with the guy.
Yeah.
It just give me my first job, my first job as a kid.
I don't think they even joined with Nick until 2017. So I think he was already 4 to 6 years into doing the festival. and then Easterseals joined forces, added the name, and I think that gave them a little extra push and reach out there, which really helped.
That's really cool. I did not know that actually. That yeah, I remember hearing, or I thought that like that Nick had started it and stuff, but that's really interesting to know that he actually was independent initially before Easter Seals got involved. And yeah, Easter
Yeah.
Seals is an amazing organization. They do a lot of stuff, but not just the film challenge. They've been around quite a while and doing a lot of incredible things for people with disabilities. So if anybody's unfamiliar, definitely check that out. Check them out.
Fun, yeah.
Nick has fun when he does the announcement of the genre. The last 3 years, he's been at Sundance,
Oh yeah, he did
at the
Sundance,
Sundance
yeah.
Film Festival, and they'll film him on the streets, snowing or not. He'll be on the street making the announcement of what the next genre is and how to get involved and everything else. So he's always got his foot in the door. He's always talking to people in the industry, trying to make more connections and really open up new doors, which is amazing.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
We're so good.
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah, for sure.
So, is there any else? How can we support you? Anything else that we can support you besides watching it?
At the moment, it's just watching it and sharing it. If you
Yeah,
have
share
a YouTube link, make sure you like it. You can put a comment and then share it with other people and let them know. Open up a YouTube account so that you can actually like it and show that you've watched it. Because we have, I think, over 300 views, but only 24 likes. So a lot of people, I think, are getting on there and don't have an account or aren't logging in, so they're not hitting the like button.
Okay.
But yeah, that's basically the best thing you do now, and watch the other films as well. Support all the films.
Yeah, all of them.
And if you are someone in the industry and you see someone you like on any end, front or behind the camera, help them out. Whatever you can do to help out would be great.
Absolutely. And then anything else, like when there's not the Easter Seal, do you guys have something else in mind that you want to create or do? Any other project?
We have a documentary where it's either going to be a 4-part series or a movie in 4 chapters that basically follows his life from Puerto Rico to the Boston area to San Diego to LA. And so we've got an outline already. Need to sort of start figuring out more details, and we've got a couple people interested in putting some money into it.
Yeah, funding.
And then just basically going to reach out to some documentary production companies because I don't think this is something I can do on my own. We've got some connections there, but hopefully this is something that we can get off the ground starting next year. Be great. And then we can do a trip to Puerto Rico, which would be nice.
That'd be nice. Right?
I've never been.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've met his parents here, but I haven't met his extended family over there.
Right. Yeah. Bridgewater Steve, he thought the idea to me. I love the documentary. He want to share my life. Like, I have a really interesting life. Like, and I've been through a lot. My parents been through a lot to get me where I am today. And if I can share that story with other people and inspire people, then I think we do a good job with that.
Yeah, I mean, this man inspires me all the time. Honestly, it's the added benefit of our friendship. Like, we've been friends 17 years now.
Yeah, 17 years.
But and we worked on a nonprofit organization that we started under his name, Luis Palooza.
Yeah,
we did that for 4 years, raising money for different organizations around LA. So we've worked a ton of different stuff together. He inspires me, but you're fun to work with, and we get along. We love movies.
Oh, we love movies. Yeah.
So we connect on a lot of different things. Boston sports.
Yeah, Boston sports for sure. Good.
I bet that Super Bowl was kind of tough for you there, Luis.
A little bit.
I would love to rub that one in.
We got that. Yeah.
I don't think they were even supposed to be there yet. That was just a good bonus.
I'm just glad you guys beat my Broncos in the last, few minutes there, just so my Broncos didn't get, that. that whoop ass that I think that team was ready to.
That
That's
Bo
for sure.
Nick, you guys would have beat us.
Yeah. You
You
know,
would have.
Or maybe without a like a snow blizzard coming through town, you know. Who knows? Uh, no
I would
excuses.
hope,
No excuses. You beat us.
I would know during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, unfortunately, those are always indoors.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I hear you.
fun.
And so
yeah.
I was going
Other
to
than-
really quick. So that's how you met through the working together 17 years ago through the nonprofit.
That started. It actually started because his wheelchair was breaking down,
Yeah.
and me and another friend kept on having to push it to the repair shop or back home. And these things are heavy, even when they get put in neutral, and you got like a tiny hill, or God forbid, it's going downhill, and you're trying not to let them like get away from you. So
Yeah, like
the original first Luis Palooza was about raising money for him so that we could get him a new chair and a couple other things. We wanted to get you a laptop and some other things like that. And the pressure of the organization, the people we got together, was enough to get the insurance company off their butt. And he got a new wheelchair even before, or at least they started the motion of getting the new wheelchair before the actual event happened.
Yeah.
And we would do events of stand-up comedy and live music with auction and raffles to help raise money. So the first year was for you, and that worked out so well.
Yeah.
And then the second year, we did 4 or 5 different smaller organizations.
Right.
The third year, we did a women and children's shelter for battered women.
Yeah, that one really touched me. I like that one the most.
Yeah, and we raised the most. We actually had someone
yeah.
that was going to match whatever we raised, and we ended up raising $10,000. So they got $20,000 out of us from that one, which was that was pretty good. And our last one was for the VA's PTSD program.
Right. Yeah.
We walked into their office asking them what they needed, and they were asking for like paper and just office supplies because they just don't have the funding or weren't getting it back then.
They needed to repair the pool too.
The waiting room was awful for all the soldiers. Yeah, we had the pool table guy from my bar come in, and he donated his time and materials and refelted the whole pool table.
Right.
We put in some new books on their bookshelves, got them some new puzzles and games, and raised some money for the office to be able to buy some supplies and stuff, and help just bring some awareness to that as well. But so it's a lot of work doing this.
A lot of work.
We had a good crew though with us.
Yeah, good time. And I shared those years. We did a lot of good for 4 years.
Yeah, that Facebook page might still be up if you ever want to check out pictures or anything on it.
Yeah.
If you look up Luis.
You guys no longer are doing the Luis Palooza.
No, that was 2012 to 2016.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But I enjoy what we did.
Yeah. We'll stick to filmmaking now, right?
Yeah, we do something.
What's
What's that thinking now?
Before we wrap it up here soon, I almost left this room. So besides filming, anything else for what you've been up to, or what other any other hobbies, Luis, that you have?
Anything else you guys working on doing besides the documentary?
I'm sorry. For a hobby, I want to test the waters again. Do it open mic.
Are you doing stand up again?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I get
You
it.
should.
And I want to test the water. It's been a long time. I don't know if I see, Yeah, I haven't done it in the COVID year.
Yeah.
The COVID year. And I haven't done it like 7 years. Yeah, I want to test, I want to test the waters. You think I still got it. But, I'm not a young duck no more,
Something told me you were going to say that. Something told me you were going to.
Yeah.
Back into that comment thing, because I remember you telling us about it.
You guys ever think about doing? Because I know a lot of like comedians nowadays, stand-up comedians, everything are like getting more discovery and traction just through like small bits on social media, like little mini clip shorts, funny videos. Have you guys thought about kind of doing those since you already have a great filmmaking background? You guys work together, like making little like shorts and different things like that for either YouTube or TikTok or whatever things to get discovered like that way.
Not a bad idea.
I love that idea. Yeah, I love that idea.
Should do that.
All
Yeah.
right then.
I'll give you the credit on that. But yeah,
Yeah, give the credit. Like we could do like here and there, 2 years.
yeah.
Yeah, we can let that happen.
You start writing them. We'll start working on
Oh,
them.
oh, I like that. I love that. I'm not like I'm only kind of scene type of guy,
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Not this time. Not this time.
Well, that's awesome. I do hope you guys can you get back into the comedy in whatever way. And yeah, if you guys do the videos, I think that's an awesome way to definitely grow your presence and stuff. You'll get a little bit of that following and social media. So a good way to go. But yeah, I don't know. We love if you do it, we'll share again. We'll definitely. I love promoting anything like that, fun stuff, good stuff. So anything we can do.
Yeah, for sure. We like to support you guys too.
Yeah.
You get them around for a long time. Then you got that support. You got the great. What you got to do is to make it work too.
Thank you. We do appreciate that, man. Thank you. So yeah, that's what all about the community here. Everybody's we're all here to help each other, right? We're all just it's the world's better if we all are doing better, not just a couple of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like on your nurse, on your store. I think you need more green hats.
Green hats.
Yeah.
All right. We got to work on the green hats. That's it. I know I got to do some more green stuff for sure. You've already gotten, I think, both of our green hats we have done, so I'll have to get another one. And I was going to comment on that. I don't remember if I said it last time, but your Ninja Turtle painting back there with like Raphael's hand, I think that is on the skateboard. That thing is cool. A piece of art right behind your head there. That's I don't know, it looks really cool. So
thank you. Yeah, I got it on the AMC, the one Church Street, SC7. So they know me well, right? So whenever they want to throw away something, hey, do we see you want this? Yeah, I'll take it.
Nice.
So anyway, I thought they had a He-Man poster. I kind of eyed on it.
That's great. That's great.
Where are you gonna put it up in here? Your walls are covered.
Yeah, I know.
This man's got more stuff than anyone on these walls.
Yeah.
I see an empty ceiling.
Oh yeah.
start to see.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Got to use all that space.
idea.
No, that's awesome, man. Well, it was super cool talking to you guys, hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and start to thank our sponsors, do the shows for the week and stuff, and then I always do want to let you guys kind of give the last, final thought, whatever, and we'll make sure to promote the video one more time. Make sure everybody does know. Link is down in the description below. Make sure to click it, check it out, watch it, like it, comment, all that stuff. But real quick, let me go ahead and thank our sponsors. Mobility Professionals and Urology Professionals. We really appreciate their support. Mobility Professionals is local to Southern California, but if you're anywhere in the Southern California area, they are a local DME. So if you need a new wheelchair or a new commode, scooter, standing frame, any of those type of devices, give them a call. They'll help get you all measured up, figured out. They're even going to drive my chair out to me, hopefully in the next week or so, a few hours out here into the desert. So they do go all over California. And then their sister company, Urology Professionals, they're nationwide. So if you need catheter supplies anywhere in the country, they can ship them directly to your doorstep. They're great people, great friends of the community. We have a couple friends in chairs that work for the company. So we do know that they know what we deal with. They know what we're going through, and they do their best to support. So we appreciate our sponsors. And then real quick, also on Friday, I don't have that banner in here on this computer. I'll have to Friday, I don't have Bobby's Rolling Over the Hill. We got the guys Aging with a Disability show on Thursday here coming up. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you check out on Thursday at 3:30. Do you know if you guys have a topic or if
It's going to
um,
be a shitty mess. Let's put it that way.
okay? I assume talking about some bounce, talking that shit, and then also shout
You
out. Oh,
really
I
want to, if you really want to know, Sean, it is the most horrible, shitty story known to what I've ever experienced. Let's put it that way.
oh, so you guys are gonna tell some shitty stories.
It will be a poop fest.
Okay, that sounds like a super fun show. So tune into that Thursday at 3:30. And this week, I'm actually doing a bonus show on Friday at 3:30 to also promote another film from the film festival. We've had her on a couple of times. Anna, she's just in the chat right there. Anna Packman. So I'll highlight her in the chat there. Thanks for watching, Anna. Make sure
Ah,
she checks out Luis's video as well too. But we're gonna highlight their video. It's called Into the Dark Ages. So that one will be on Friday. You can check out the links already made. You can check out any of the Easter Seals videos. Both have links to the Easter Seals YouTube. So just check that out. You can watch all the videos. Yeah, so that'll be another great fun bonus show. We'd love to highlight these things, but I would love to highlight as many as we can, all our friends and stuff that do it, but it's hard to be able to. But I'm glad we were able to do Luis's film because honestly, it's really has been one of my favorites that I've seen this year, and it's just an incredible film. I love the story of it. I loved everything about it. So make sure you check that one out, and all the ones from the film festival. And yeah, so you guys want to close us out with anything? Um,
Right there. Yeah, you click on click and watch a movie, share it with your friends, share it with your grandma, to your grandpa, whoever. You know, everybody, everybody. You know, and go check out check out the other videos too. 'Cause the most important, the outcome for everybody. 'Cause we're all in it together. You know.
there you go.
yep.
And if you got any viewers that are interested for next year, they can just go to the disabilitiesfilmchallenge.com website. It'll have all the information on what we had to go through this time, the rules, the regulations. They've got past winners from past years. So you can even check out films from those years if you want to see what else is going on. I'm sure Nick
Awesome.
would love that to get just more people involved, the better.
Right. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
I do believe I think on their YouTube they have the different playlists I think for each year. So if you want, you can go back and you can find like go through the different the buddy comedies and the superhero ones or whatever your genre might be if you want to check out the past ones like Steven said. And yeah, just watch them. It's honestly a super cool challenge. You can get the information like you mentioned on their website, which I don't think I have the actual website in the description, so I will make sure to add that link right after, just so that's easy access for people. Um, and yeah, it's great, honestly, great information about the festival from you guys. Thank you, and a great film. And anything
Thank
else?
you.
Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah,
having us.
appreciate it.
It means a lot.
Of course, yeah. No, we love to highlight and share, some great stuff from the community. So I'm happy to do it, and I love this film festival. So.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you all for watching again. We really do appreciate everybody's support on the channel, watching, liking, subscribing, all that stuff. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Click that bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys on Thursday and Friday this week. All right,
Yeah.
everybody, live to roll.